Number one, God is real. Number two, so is the devil. And they both want you. You see, God gives us all these things in life with the purpose of helping us attain heaven. But those very same things that he gives us can also be used, if we choose, in the devil's favor, which ultimately lead us to hell. So the problem isn't necessarily with the things themselves, but it's how we feel about using them, how we choose to use the things that we're given. Do I use the gifts God has given me to serve others, to be charitable, to take care of, to show my love for other people? Or do I use what he's given me solely for me? Do I turn everything inward on me and make myself the own God of my own life? Right? That's not what God wants for us. That's what the devil wants us to do. The devil will take everything he possibly can to twist it, manipulate it, to favor him. And favoring him means he gains us. Obviously, that's not where we want to go, and that's not where God wants us to go. But here's an extreme circumstance, but it's very real. Even something like democracy, which is good because what does democracy do? It offers those who are at a disadvantage an opportunity. That's what democracy does. It gives them an opportunity. The devil could take something as good as that and manipulate it and twist it to fit what he wants. In this book, The Screw Tape Letters by C.S. Lewis, there's this scene at the very end. It's actually post the book itself, but Screw Tape, this evil spirit who is, he's a lower ranking evil spirit, and that means he's got more authority because hell is below us, so the lower you are, the more authority you have. He's a lower ranking evil spirit, and he's giving this toast to all these other evil spirits. And here's what he says about democracy. Democracy is the word with which you must lead them by the nose. You are to use the word democracy purely as an incantation, if you like, purely for its selling power. It's the name democracy that the humans venerate. And of course, it's connected with the political ideal that men should be equally treated. You then make a stealthy transition in their minds from this political ideal to a factual belief that all men are equal. He goes on to say, as a result, you can use the word democracy to sanction in his thought the most degrading and also the least enjoyable of all human feelings. You can get him to practice not only without shame, but with a positive glow of self-approval, conduct which, if undefended by democracy, would otherwise be universally derided. He can take something as good as democracy, which gives those who are at a disadvantage an opportunity, and even twist that into something bad. And we have to be on guard of that. Because what does a democracy do? Yeah, it lifts people up, but in an extreme form of democracy, those who are, like we said, democracy, everyone's on a level playing field in this extreme form. And so what happens when here's the playing field and people start to excel over that level? Well, you got to cut them off. You have to keep them down. You have to suppress them because, it'll make the others feel bad. That's what happens in this extreme form of democracy. And that's what the devil's trying to do right now in our country. Everything has to be fair for everyone. Well, no, life's not fair. Well, everyone has to be given the same equality of outcome. Yeah, but that's not how life really works. You're only forcing these things on people, on a society. That's not actually what's good. In the book, The Evil Spirit Screwtape goes on to say this: for democracy, or the democratic spirit, leads to a nation without great men. A nation mainly of subliterates, morally flaccid from lack of discipline in youth, full of the cocksureness which flattery breeds on ignorance, and soft from lifelong pampering. And that is what hell wishes every democratic people to be. It is our evil spirit's function to encourage the behavior the manners, the whole attitude of mind, which democracies naturally like and enjoy. Because these are the very same things which, if unchecked, will destroy democracy. Now again, I'm not saying democracy is bad as all. I believe democracy is a good thing, but this type of democracy, who, in like the book states, goes unchecked, that could be a bad thing. You see, when you only make people the center of all your efforts, then you're going to go wrong somewhere. And you could say, oh, well, God says, love your neighbor as yourself. That's one of the great commandments. Yes, he says, love God and love your neighbor. When you scratch off and you get rid of loving God, and everything becomes revolved around serving others and only others, you're going to go wrong somewhere in there. God is the moral compass which allows us to more properly serve other people. You remove God, you remove the ability to properly serve others. So I'll end with this. This country that we live in, America, is a great country, the greatest country, with democratic principles, yes. We just have to be careful not to lose sight of God. We have to be careful not to remove him from every part of the public environment, but instead to include him in everything that we do. Thanks for tuning into the Modern Catholic Life podcast. I'm your host, Dallas. If you enjoy this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. And for more content like this, follow me on Instagram at Modern Catholic Life, link in the description box. And together we can share the truth, beauty, and goodness of the Catholic faith. Have a blessed day.